Dear beloved Creator of the divine spark, we thank you. Let this prayer be a reminder that anything is possible if we but dream it, for we know and acknowledge that it is you who has given us our creative spirit. Acknowledging that spirit within, we ask that you continue to fill up our creative selves and our precious potential, and to consciously raise our vibration by dispelling smallness, judgment, anger, and fear. Now let us replace our errors and foibles with great gratitude for the breath you grant us, with ever-present beauty and abundance, and most of all, with your all-pervading love. This we say, and say it be so.
Thank you, Charlie.
My pleasure.
Hello, my name's Ron Vroman. I'm the old white man talking head for the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly. I'm looking for a project manager. The project is 1000 Southwest 3rd, downtown Portland. I haven't had my old man cough yet today. That's the Marco Hatfield building. That building is unlawful and illegitimate and is not as it is reported to be. It is illegal and illegitimate in the United States of America's constitutional form of government, which we don't have, and Oregon's constitutional Republican form of government, which we don't have. But in all instances, the building needs to be foreclosed upon. That needs a project manager. Now, we've taken it quite a ways. Grand jury, trial jury, Marshall delivered the papers. So we're a long ways down the road, but it needs some dedicated help. And it's just one of the many things that we're working on. So then as I go across the needs we have right now to man at the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly, we're dealing now with this outfit. See who that is? That says State of Oregon, 1859 on the seal. But then when you look at their return address, it says Oregon State Treasury, not State of Oregon Treasury. So it's different. Executive Division, the number 2 man, Michael Kaplan, spoke with the head of the provisional government on Oregon. That's moving along. That could use some more help in the Marion County area. We have a lot going on Marion County. It'd be nice to get a grandma's knitting society to decide to be part of the assembly and join our court, take some action. This bunch, Marion County, Oregon. By the code, Marion County, Oregon would be a de jure county. That would be Article 7 original. That would be a constitutional county court. The bar, the Oregon State Bar, the British Accreditation Registry, that bunch, they have issues with the de jure jurisdiction, as all of them have the oath to a foreign agency. They take an oath to uphold the court and the bar. So they have a prior oath. So they're not unfettered counsel. And we have to do something with these folks. Their county council has just resigned, and they have a temporary one. And I don't think they can fill the office of council because it says legal counsel. It does not say unfettered counsel or lawful counsel. There's a difference. Then we come to Yamhill County and Newburgh. We have a lot going on in the Yamhill County, Newburgh area. Still looking for the grandma's knitting group in that area that wants to convert their afternoon social activity into some assembly work, dealing with the powers that should not be, that are hampering a de jure law form on Yamhill County. We still have to get a court of four to go back and see Kosmicki, chief of police for Newburgh, Dundee. Police chief needs to have a proper oath. He doesn't have one. He thought he did. He is a man, though. He came out and faced the court and talked to us. He and Charlie got along quite well. We need to work additionally on that area. So, another position needed is for the city of Beaverton. Office of the mayor. Big problem there. Many things. The most grievous is probably fluoride water. Yeah, that's probably the biggest. Then the Veterans Administration. Boy, that's going to be a hassle. But that's not Oregon. That's much bigger than Oregon. But it's still a major issue. And it's on the desk. We're working. Let's see. Lane County. The folks down in Lane County have their hands full. Then we're back to Marion County again. The Marion County clerk, the registrar, or the recorder. Jane Vito was the county counsel. We challenged her on her oath, and very shortly after she resigned. Yeah, we're going to have some problems with Beaverton and Bill Kirby, the attorney for Beaverton. Article 1, Section 1 from the Bill of Rights of the Oregon Constitution, 1859. Article 1, Section 1, we declare that all men, when they form a social compact, right there's where we're going to stop for a moment, form a social compact. I wonder what the people in the other states that have not formed a social compact think when they read something like that. Do they think somebody else is going to do it for them? Or do they just read? We declare that all men, when they form a social compact, yeah, that's true, and never dawn on them that they have to do it. It's their responsibility. Nobody can do it for them. Are equal in right. You're only equal in right if you know what your rights are. Otherwise, you're a slave. Then there's different levels of slavery. When you pop out your driver's license, it does not say whether you passed with the 62.5 or you got a 98 on the test. You're just licensed, branded, insured, registered. Yes, sir, I got all my shit together special for you, and I paid all the taxes. And that all power is inherent in the people. That is absolutely correct. But it's only correct if you form a social compact and you do your due diligence and you get your work done. It's not hard. We did it. We're not rocket scientists here on Oregon. Of course, we got some really smart people. Yes, once you have the mindset that you are one of the people that has the inherent rights, once you grasp that you are a man or a woman on the land and soil, that you are the sovereign and everybody around you is also, and then there are evil and wicked people out there that have to be dealt with. They tend to be persons, cops and members of the bar, people that like to oppress other people. That's who they gravitate to. And all free governments. We haven't had a free government on Oregon since November 8th, 1910, and probably before that. I don't know. But I do know that on November 8th, 1910, wow, and it's 2014, the powers that should not be succeeded in diverting Oregon into a de facto form of governance. And I'd like to know how we're going to convince the people that truth and honesty and doing right is better than he who can be deceived, let him. That's hard. People would rather follow the rules and not get in trouble than do the right thing. It's just the way it is for 62.5% of the people. Leave them alone. Okay, so we founded a free government. That was completed November 2022. All the paperwork signed, sealed, stamped, the done. No rebuttals. And we have the authority. No rebuttals. It's going to be interesting real soon. There's something in law that says simulating a legal action, playing pretend that you're doing something when you don't have the authority to do it. That one, that's what they've been doing for at least the last 30 years, commonly known as the Democratic Party, in cahoots with the Republican Party. They are the ones that is doing it to us, nobody else. They put the Oregon Health Authority in charge. They did it. I was temporarily interrupted in my recording, so I'll finish as best I can. I was talking about the Oregon Health Authority and what they were doing. That's a major issue. We have 2 MDs on our staff. Ha ha. Really, we do. A laboratory scientist, and we're pretty knowledgeable in the fraud that's going on in big pharma and medicine. So that has to be taken care of. It'd be good if we had somebody that could dedicate the time to that area. Then we move into Washington County. On Washington County, we're going to need probably 7 to 10 people that can organize among themselves and come up with 4 every once in a while to go do a job. A court of 4 that knows what they're doing, confronting these people, obtaining a lawful oath. And that'll be for the Washington County Sheriff's Office. Candace. I believe that's her name. The new sheriff. We've checked her out. She cannot make muster the way she stands. Needs to be worked on. At least this fellow's gone. I was in a meeting one time with him, and he said, I'm not a constitutional sheriff. I take my orders from the district attorney. I was there, listened to it. And his mission statement, our agency exists to conserve the peace in Washington County. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Anyhow, Washington County Sheriff's Office. We definitely need a project manager for there. You have to be careful, though. You have to be very cautious with the Washington County Sheriff's Department. They're illegal and illegitimate, and they will hit you with the stick and arrest you, put you in handcuffs, and throw you in their jail. I know. I've been in their jail 6 times. They slammed me against the wall and made my head bleed also. The Washington County Sheriff's Department is a subdivision of the Salem oligarchy, which is a subdivision of the United Nations. Something like that. Oh, here's another one for Marion County. Marion County needs a lot of help. Marion County, Lane County, Yamhill County, Washington County, Mulhare County. And then we're back to the city of Beaverton again. So basically, that's our current needs. Project management, a couple of grandma knitting societies that are willing to convert. How about agile old men that want to do more than just play games in the park or stuff like that? Actually do stuff that counts. That group convert into old men that'll move, do something needs to be done. It's amazing when you form a social compact and you know what you're going to go do, and you're with 3 or 4 people that also know what they're doing, and you're all in agreement of what what and how you're going to do something as a court, as an Article 3, Amendment 7, civilian common law, court of record, totally legit and de jure, no de facto, that bunch. That is a well-earned feeling of ability to perform, actually doing the work, not digitally or vicariously, but your own self out there with 3 or 4 more that really know what they're doing, and then doing it instead of thinking about how somebody ought to do this. That bunch. Yes. So that should just about conclude what I have to say regarding positions available in the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly. Article 1, Section 1 of Oregon's Constitution. 6 years in the making. Like good wine, it's getting there. I yield.
They do not want to let go of this. They do not intend on losing here. And we do not intend giving it back to them.
And then the bullets started flying. Then he jumps out of the car, and he's got both his hands up. And he got out of the car, and he had his hands in the air. He's like, just shoot me then. This is what you want, just shoot me. And they did. They shot him dead. With his hands in the air, and I saw it. I swear to God. He was just walking with his hands in the air. And they shot him. And they shot him dead, and then after he was down on the ground, they shot him 3 more times.